what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dr. Rhoney M. Lawson, and I'm back with another episode of the Horizons Author Lounge. And you are about to meet 3 more authors who are going to be a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. And if you are in New Orleans and you are part of the New Orleans Agenda listserv, then you probably have gotten more information about the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So, if you do get the New Orleans Agenda, make sure you check your email because you're going to get all the information you ever needed to know about what's going to be happening February 19th through the 21st. And I have been getting pings all day with people signing up for the Writers Workshop. I was just talking with Mr. Chuck Perkins over at Cafe Istanbul about the comedy show. I mean, it's going to be a time to be had. If you're on Instagram, you probably saw the promo that Nicole Blue, who's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, the finest sorority in the land. She posted her promo because she's going to be one of the authors who's going to be part of the Night of Comedy. So there's a lot going on. I hope you're not missing anything. You can't be missing anything. I just need you to be there. But I'm gonna give you another reason why you need to be there by bringing on my very first guest for tonight, author Michelle Rhoney. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I think we still have that delay going on.
I think so.
That's okay. We're gonna make it work. It is gonna be all right. How are you?
All is well. I think it's the cold weather all over the East Coast. That's what it is. The computer's cold too.
That's what we're gonna blame it on.
Exactly.
All right. So for those who have not met you yet, tell the audience, who is author Michelle Rhoney?
That's who I am, Michelle Rhoney. I am Baltimore born and raised, Baltimore native. I am an author. I am an HR leader. I am a mother, a daughter, and all the good things right here in Baltimore, where I'm from, where I got a lot of my storytelling from. That's who I am.
And you have a lot going on because you're not just an author. You actually have a whole platform, and you even have a conference that you do each year.
Yes, that's part. I can't forget that part. I have a foundation called Confidence Looks Good on You for women ages anywhere from 8 to 80, helping them build their confidence and self-esteem. I have a conference every year about September of each year. Somebody said they can only see half of me. Let's see. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see why they only can see half of you for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
No.
Oh, I know what it is. It's the vertical view is only showing half of you, but now we can see all of you.
Okay.
Yeah, you just move it over a little
I moved. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, my foundation, Confidence Looks Good on You, an annual women's conference every year. And I'm so super excited because this year we're having an actual weekend retreat. Nice. One day is just not enough. You know, every year we've had it, and this is our 5th year. We've had it. We've always run out of time. It's just so much. We're just so engaged. The women want more. So this year we are doing our first ever weekend retreat. So I'm super excited. September the 17th, it starts off that conference. Super excited. So yes, foundation, all of the things.
So how can people sign up for this conference?
Go to the www.thecolorpretty.com. You can go right there for more information. All of that's on there. Also, look at my Facebook page is there. Follow me there, Michelle Rhoney on Facebook, and Instagram is Diva Styles. I can put all of that in the chat as well for that information. Yeah, I'll put that in there.
Okay. Well, we did put it in the chat, and we'll have it on the screen as well so people can see it.
Okay.
Is this only for women?
Yes, this year we're going back to kicking it back. Last year we had women and men because we had an amazing panel discussion, confidence versus pride. So this year I got to do what my ladies want. They said, okay, we just want all of us women in the room. The women wanted to feel more comfortable with speaking, being transparent, and all of the things like that. So yes, this year is just for women. Yeah, that's my platform.
Sometimes women want to feel like they have a safe space to say what they want to say without the perceived judgment of a man. I'm not going to say that the men in the room will be judging, but sometimes a woman might feel like they're being judged.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's my platform, is working with the women. So last year was just a special year where I wanted to bring men in the room to get their perspective on confidence, on pride, and the things like that, so the women can hear, like, men have issues with confidence and pride as well. It's just not just women. Men have a bigger issue, that thing called pride. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, you're coming to New Orleans, and this is going to be your first year participating with the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So we are excited to have you.
Yes, I am super excited about being able to come to New Orleans, being selected to be able to come to New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans before, a few years back, but I'm super excited to come back. It was an amazing time when I went there. I went there to see the Ravens beat up on the New Orleans Saints when I went there.
Oh, okay. So we're going to go there. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yes. You know what, though? I love the Ravens, too, because I've always felt, because before I lived down here in Southern Maryland, I lived in closer to Baltimore. Okay. And I was a Ravens fan out there. And I love Ravens fans because I feel like Ravens fans are just like Saints fans. You know, you will ride for your team, ride or die. You will go ride for your team.
That's right.
And I love that about the Ravens fans. And the Ravens are a fun team. So it's all good. I'm still going to be a Saints fan, but it's all good.
It was good. So I'm excited to be a part of, definitely being selected and being a part of the whole New Orleans experience. I can't wait. It's coming so fast. I'm like, oh my God, February is coming quickly.
I feel like I've been planning this for 2 years, and I feel like I'm just not ready yet. I'm like, how is this happening? I spread it out, and now it's all just
it's coming. Each other. Exactly. That's how it is when I do my conference every year. We think we got some time, but like it's coming. September will be here before you know it. So absolutely. I'm excited about it. Definitely. I'm excited about the comedy show and the awards and all of that. Yeah.
Yes. Come to think of it, aren't you one of the finalists?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. So she on pins and needles. Yes, she on pins and needles. Like, I'm winning. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it. I am the winner. I'm claiming that number one spot.
Yeah. Yes. So for the Culture Book Awards, we had 9 nominees. And we whittled that down to the top 5. And the judges are still in the process of reading all of the books. And I think that is one of the things that I love about this contest. This is not just a popularity contest where you get everybody to vote for you, and whoever gets the most votes becomes the winner. We actually have a judging panel that reads every last one of the books. And there is a strict judging criteria that they're judging your book on. And so the voting actually becomes a smaller percentage compared to editing, compared to your book cover and the overall story. So this is actually a well-rounded contest that I really love. The judges are really taking this seriously. So one of the judges already sent me back their feedback, and I was looking at like, I love the fact that I have judges who are really putting their time into reading these books.
Good. I'm excited. I'm on pins and needles.
But tell us about the book that you submitted, because I know that's one of the books that you're bringing to New Orleans, correct?
Yes. So the book I submitted was called The Color of Pieces, and this was my second book. I did a book in 2021, and this was my second book. And this book, it challenged me. It's called The Color of Pieces, and it's just when life gets turned upside down, when you think you had it together, and dealing with emotional, uh, mental, just all of that the book took me in so many different spaces, because a lot of the book is a non-fictional novel that basically is telling my story in a way,
Yeah.
and I had to live through that, and then writing the book and telling the story, I had to relive it all over again. So I say, I don't have a whole big 10 books, but I say this is one of the best books that I've written, that I've read. I read it again over the holiday, for myself. And I was like, wow, you did that. You did that, definitely. So it's just about Lola spending years of chasing love and validation and success, and life happens. Her career, being married, and experiencing a sudden loss, being married for about 6 months, and experiencing a sudden loss. So I had to go in and dive into that, and kind of tell my truth with that. And a lot of people, well, they know now, but they didn't know back then, everything that happened. So being able to tell that truth. So and that's what it's called, The Color of Pieces. What happens when your life just falls into pieces in ways you never expected at all.
Now, why did you decide to tell this story in a fictional way instead of an autobiography, so to speak?
And that's what my editor said. I wanted to make it. I wanted to ad lib a little bit more and make it more engaging, and not so much as a biographical, like just solely about me, because I still wanted to help women in a way that would challenge them. Like at the end of each chapter, I have different questions, motivational questions. I wanted to make sure that this book could be a part of a monthly book study and things like that. So that's why I think I wanted to be more like that, a non-fictional. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. And I tell people a lot, especially when people come to me for book coaching, because they want to tell their story. I always ask them, are you ready to strip down in front of the world and tell your story? Are you ready to be judged by people you may never meet? And sometimes they're not ready to do that. And they say, well, you can still share your story, but maybe share it in a fictional way. You can still share your truths. You can still share the lessons learned, but do it in a fictional way where you're not exposing
Yeah.
yourself, but at the same time, you're still passing on lessons. Uh-oh, did you freeze? I think she froze, y'all. Okay, well, she'll be back in a second. So, so the name of the book is
We're
The
having a
Color of
little technical
Pieces. Yeah,
difficulty.
it's the snow, y'all. So those of you who are familiar with the
Okay.
East Coast, we're
Yeah, I think so.
experiencing a lot of snow and ice on the ground, and it's really messing with our internet. TikTok was out yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to post something to
Oh,
TikTok, and that
wow.
was totally.
Yeah, a lot of the power lines, because we have some people who are still have power outages and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
but
no, but that's
definitely
okay.
just being able to tell, like you said, being able to tell your truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember when things started happening, I wasn't ready to talk about it then, because I was going through a lot emotionally, and I wasn't ready to talk about it. And I was quiet. I was quiet for almost a year with it. And then I said, I'm just going to tell my story in this way, to be very transparent. And some people are like, well, how much of the book is true? Probably about 90% of the book is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even though you told the story in a fictional way,
Hmm.
did you still at certain times kind of feel exposed,
I
wondering
did.
what people were going to think of you?
I did because like when the book came out in June of last year, everybody was quiet, right? Like my friends who had read it, family who had read, nobody was saying anything. And I was wondering, like, you're probably wondering, like, why didn't you didn't feel like you could share this with us, or what was it? And I had to actually ask them, are you finished reading the book? Are you finished? They're like, yeah, I've been finished reading the book. Well, and nobody knew what to say because they was like, you were like totally honest and very transparent, like really to share your truths and so many things, because I'm the strong friend. You know how we have the friends, I'm the strong friend. They
Yes.
always say check on your strong friends, and for some reason I think people don't think that I have problems or go through different things, because even when I do go through those things, it's like, and that's nothing but the grace of God that I'm able to just bounce and do what I need to do. I
Right.
can't stay. I've never been a person to just be able to just stay stuck in it. I'm gonna do the work. I'm doing my therapy. I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna do my self-care. I'm gonna do all those things, but I'm not gonna stay stuck in it. And that's what confidence is. When I speak to the women about, we can go through, get through and all of those things, but just don't stay stuck in it. Don't stay stuck in it for
Mhm.
years and years at a time. You look up and it's 5 months later, and you still in that place, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And in certain ways, it does still help you to grow, even though you're telling it from a fictional standpoint. You
Right.
still felt like you were able to grow from it.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. Because when I was writing it, and then editing it, when my editor was editing it for me, and she had to keep asking me different questions, and I had to sometimes pause and stop because it was so emotional, especially with the part when I got to, writing about losing my husband and all that, and the different emotions and things that I didn't share with people. People was like, well, how did he die? And they're like, he died. It doesn't matter how he died, he died. So doesn't matter. I think that's just an old thing that people, for some reason, no matter what nationality he is, people automatically say, "Well, what happened?" I'm like, he
Right. You
died.
don't need to know. You don't need
Exactly,
to know.
exactly, he died. So it was definitely tough going back in and editing it, because it's like I had to revisit all of that trauma all over again. Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
it was definitely hard, but yeah, definitely.
Well, Michelle, that's our time. But I want to thank you for joining me tonight. I want to thank you for being a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. We are going to have a great time. So
Yes.
if you are in the New Orleans area, and I know you are because we've been promoting this show in the New Orleans area, you need to come out to the Black History Month Literary Weekend, February 19th through the 21st. We are going to have four awesome events throughout the weekend, and really five events throughout the weekend, maybe six. And we want to see you there. So yes, go to my website www.mtwimagesolutions.com for more information on the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So Michelle, I will see you in a few weeks.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye,
All right, you
everybody.
take care. Bye
I'll put my
bye.
information, Facebook, in the chat as well.
Oh, there you go. It's in the chat. Everybody will be
Okay.
able to
Yep.
see it.
All
All
right.
right. Have a good
Okay.
night. All right. So now
Bye-bye.
we are going to move to our second guest. You have seen him on the show before. He is an award-winning, multi-award-winning author. He is doing his thing in the leadership world. Reverend Kevin Wayne Johnson.
Hello there. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good, good. Always good to see your beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you. It's great to see you as well. I want to tell you congratulations because when I emailed you the other day and said, did you have any updates? I did not expect that many updates.
Well, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So things are chugging right along, and wanted to keep you up to date on what's happening. So I'm
That
grateful.
is
I'm thankful.
wonderful.
Yep. I'm
I'm really
thankful
glad that
for.
people have really embraced these leadership books.
They have. They have. It's a topic that's timely because of what's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But more specifically, when you take a look at these United States of America, all you see is a bunch of blue and red, which is emblematic of division. And leadership at its core is about bringing people together because we care, we respect, we honor, and we value the people that we work with and the people we work for and the people that work for us. And that's the heart and soul of what leadership is all about. So having these timely conversations around the country and in some instances internationally as well piques an interest in people, and it should, because I firmly believe, and I've been saying this for years, that better leaders help to make the world a much better place. And I think we're all living in a time right now where everybody would raise their hand and would say, yeah, I would like to live in a world that's much better than right now. So that's a big thank you for the book lovers, a big thank you for the publishing insiders, a big thank you for the book reviewers, bookstore owners and managers. It's a collaboration and a collective of individuals that are coming together, having conversations around this timely topic. And as an author, as we're just communicating the messages that are in the pages of the books that we write. So we put it to paper, but then we also verbalize it as well. And it's about educating, it's about uplifting literacy, and it's about keeping people passionate about wanting to read and gaining some knowledge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what are some of the things that people are telling you as you're meeting with people and talking with them? What are some of the things that they're actually telling you about the book, or
They're
what are some
really,
things that maybe are surprising them?
yeah. So it's more questions than statements.
Okay.
People are just kind of asking a general question, which is, uh, what's up with my leader? And what they're really asking is, Kevin, help us to understand this wide gap between what I'm looking for in my leader, but what my leader is actually delivering. It's a very, very wide gap. And my conversations along the line, it's not anybody's fault. So let's not point fingers per se. There are a lot of people in the workplace that get promoted into positions of leadership because they were good at what they did. They were
Mhm.
outstanding in their work role. And so organizations make the mistake of now promoting that person to lead other people, and they're not equipped, they're not prepared, they haven't been developed, no training. And leading people is an art because you're dealing with multiple personalities. All of us are carrying around issues, most of which we internalize because many
Mhm.
times we're embarrassed to talk about it. And we're living in a time right now where a lot of people are taking care of elderly parents. We're also working on the other extreme, a lot of young parents having to have daycare for their young children. We're right next to somebody who may have a 2-hour commute from their home to their workplace. And so leadership sort of sets the tone and the environment and the atmosphere such that we feel comfortable in having conversations with each other so we can get to the root of perhaps what's holding us back and tap into our potential to be the best that we can be. So it's more of a question at these sessions than it is a statement, but we
Mhm.
have a great time unpacking what all of that means and really just helping them better understand strategies and principles to help their organization, to help their team, to help them, and to help their leaders as well. So it's a win-win all the way around. I don't know very many other authors who write on the topic of leadership that actually orchestrate their book tours the way that I do. My book tours are first and foremost a meet and greet. Secondly, a book discussion on leadership, a good discussion, Q&A, And then toward the end, we do the book signing. So it's very engaging, very interactive, because I want people to learn. I want them to grow. I want them to be the best that they
Yeah,
can be. And I want people to really understand some of the challenges that their leaders have. They don't know what they don't know. If they haven't been trained, if they haven't been coached to be a leader, then they don't know.
that's right.
So sometimes we manage up to our boss to help them. We're trying to do less of this finger pointing and more of this. Let's have a
There you
conversation.
go.
Yep.
Now, as I was listening to you speak, a couple of thoughts occurred to me. I remember when I was in the Army, one of the big things that people wanted to do was make 7 and 7. I wanted to become an E7 in 7 years.
Hmm.
And the danger in doing that is you've joined the Army at 18 years old.
Hmm.
That means now you are a 25-year-old senior non-commissioned officer. And if you are a 25-year-old senior non-commissioned officer, you don't have a lot of life experience. And you're leading soldiers who probably have a bit more life experience than you have. And you're not always ready for the responsibility of being a senior non-commissioned officer or being that leader, but you want to be able to have the distinction of saying you got 7 and 7. So sometimes it takes a lot of self-reflection to ask yourself, am I ready for this responsibility? I know it sounds good. It's cute to be able to say 7 and 7, but am I ready for it? And so that
Yeah.
takes a lot of introspection.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Rhonda. We remind organizations and teams and leaders that the best leaders were first great followers. Followership prepares us to one day step into that leadership role and be the best that we can be. If we skip that step, it's not going to work out very well, because we haven't really demonstrated that we can take orders, that we can take guidance, that we can operate within a team environment.
Yes.
Sometimes I hear it phrased as playing by the whistle. In other words, there are a lot of great athletes out here that are super duper, but they can't play within the confines of a game, being coached, having
Mhm.
referees. They kind of want to do their own thing. And the same thing with leaders. If we find ourselves in a leadership position, but we haven't demonstrated that we were first a good follower,
Right.
more times than not, it's going to be problematic.
Absolutely. Now, another thing that I've heard you say, because when we first started talking, I thought your book was about servant leadership because you said leadership with a servant's heart. But you
Right.
said there's a difference between leadership with a servant's heart and servant leadership. So, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we emphasize the heart on the cover of all of my books, as you can see there, right in the middle. We superimpose the image of the heart. Here's what I want leaders to understand. This is what I want organizations to understand. This is what I want all of us to understand when it comes to leadership. It's a matter of what's in the mind, the subject matter expertise, the acumen, and the intelligence. That's what's in the mind. But it takes more than that to be a great leader. We also
Hmm.
have to align that with what's in the heart. And what emulates from the heart are the emotions of people. That's where you get the value and the care and the honor and the respect, even the compassion and empathy that I emphasize a lot, that leaders need to demonstrate. Having compassion and being empathetic as a leader doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And that's what people
Right.
are looking for in their leader. See, the three questions that people always ask silently, they never say it out loud, they're just thinking it. When a new leader comes onto the scene, three things that they ask themselves, they don't say it out loud, is number one, is this person going to bring me some hope? Is this person going to help me? And is this person going to give a care that I even showed up today? And if we demonstrate over time that the answer is yes, that's more of a matter of the heart than it is
Hmm.
a matter of the mind. So if we can align what's here with what's in the heart, now we're leading with a servant's heart. it's different from servant leadership. Servant leadership is a concept that was introduced here in America back in 1970 around just being more available and more accessible to those that we're leading. That was really the essence of it. But I want us to really think about people, not so
Yeah.
much as workers. And I want us to flip how we think we can motivate, inspire, and encourage people to be the best that they can be. So don't dictate, mandate, and threaten. Just just come across as a person that is open-minded, is receptive to ideas, will
Like it.
hear your opinion without interrupting and cutting you off. And over time, you'll build that trust and you'll build that respect. As you know, Rhonda, trust and respect are earned, they're not given. And it takes time.
Absolutely.
And then over time, once you earn that trust and that respect, people will now start to show up. And now all you have to do is just ask, and they will be more than willing to get the task done, as opposed
Mhm.
to threatening or mandating. And that's the difference between the two.
Right. The people who work for you just really want to know you care about them.
Bottom line, that's it. You won't hear it. It's always the pink elephant in the room. They're not going to say it, but that's what they're looking for, and that's what they're hoping for. And when they see that in you as their leader, it's a game changer. And so, all of these people that are voting with their feet and leaving these organizations, they're really not leaving the organization. They're leading because of that leader. They're getting
Right.
out of Dodge. They're getting it's that leader that they just can't deal with. It's not the organization, but it's that person. And that's what we help organizations to better understand.
Love that. So I'm looking forward to you coming out to New Orleans. This is going to be your first time participating with the Black History Month Literary Weekend,
Yeah,
and they were doing the breakout sessions, and I can see a lot of people wanting to be in your circle at the breakout
yeah.
session.
I mean, listen, I'm upset that I didn't know about the other 9 years. I would have gone. I would have gone. You put on a great itinerary. I looked at the agenda. It's phenomenal. I know it's going to be action packed. Can't wait to meet the book lovers and the people throughout that wonderful city down there, and the other authors as well. Looking forward to having a great time.
Oh, it will be a great time. I've been kind of talking to people all week, and today there's an online news magazine called New Orleans Agenda that sent out information about all of the information you need to know about the event. They sent it out today, and I've been getting pings about the workshop all day. So
Good.
people are responding. So I think the workshop is going to be crowded. Um, the the brunch is going to be crowded. The only thing that's not crowded yet, but will be crowded, will be the comedy show. And I just finished talking to the owner of the venue where the comedy show is going to be, and that's going to be another big one. We have a couple of surprises there too. So this is going to be a great week, and I think you all are going to really enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. I've seen you in action. I think you and I have known each other for a good number of years, and I've been on this particular show in the past, and I was also on a show with you and Gwen, and
Yes.
I've seen both of you in action, so I know it's going to be two thumbs up.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the vote of confidence. And yes, we are going to have a year 11. So we just have to make sure you're with year 11.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna become a regular. I like that.
Love it. Love
Yep, yep,
it.
absolutely.
Now, what do you have going on here? I know you've been doing quite a bit of traveling, but do you have
Yeah.
anything that's going to be happening right here in the area?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am in the midst of my year-long national book tour, where I'm leading conversations on the topic of leadership, whether it's a conference, a summit, a bookstore, a library, personal residence, etc. And we do about probably 5 to 6 events every month, and that includes some podcasts as well. Lot of activity happening this time of the year down south because it's warm. So, of course, I'll be with you all next month in New Orleans. But we're going to be in Florida a few times. I'll be in Pensacola. We'll be in Sarasota. Um, we have some other events coming up as well. I'll be in my hometown twice in April, Richmond, Virginia,
Nice.
with my university, Virginia Commonwealth University, and then the African American Book Festival. So I'll be down there twice. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to meet so many book lovers around the country. And we've already been to Monaco, France, and Spain, and then just recently in the Bahamas, doing some meeting and greeting down there with 3 bookstores and also the U.S. Embassy.
See,
So
I'm supposed to be going to Antigua in May. I'm gonna have to go find a bookstore so I can turn that into a business trip.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So here's what I recommend, and this is something
Okay.
that all authors should be doing this. When you travel, whether it's for a family event or for business, because we're authors, reach out in touch with a local branch of the library or a couple of bookstores at least. And if you can't book a signing, just stop by and do a meet and greet. Hello, here's some information about my books. I would love to connect. I would love to support your store. And that's part of the book tour, and that's part of what I do. So we have a lot of events scheduled for New Orleans. So I don't need to do that, but I am reaching out to a local church on Sunday,
Oh,
just
in
to
New Orleans?
yeah, New Orleans, just to
Which
see it.
church? Do you know?
Well,
Are you
it's
able to
not
say yet?
yeah, it's not confirmed yet,
Okay.
but I've reached out to let them know that we'll be there for 2 reasons. Number one, they might want to come to support what we're doing. Or
Okay.
number two, as an author, the pastor might be open and receptive to have you to come in and say a few words about the book. If you don't ask, you don't get. So,
That's
uh,
absolutely correct.
yeah,
Well,
I reach out
I
in
do
touch.
know that at least one of the attendees who's coming out to the brunch is a pastor. So
Okay.
hopefully you guys will be able to connect.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's what we do. So, yeah, so it's been a blast. We're going to go all the way through the month of August. We'll end the book tour in 2026 on Martha's Vineyard in August. But there's a lot of different events in between, and I'm just really grateful as an author that so many different people in the marketplace support the work that we do. I'm really, really grateful for it.
Wonderful. Well, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that we had the chance to work together and that, like I said, you'll be coming to New Orleans. Looking forward to working with you a lot more.
Yep, absolutely. My email address is there in the chat. If anybody wants to reach out and touch, I'd love to hear from them. And thank you so much, Rhonda. It's always a joy.
And same here, same here. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
All righty. Can't wait.
All right. Have a great night. Thank
All righty.
you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right. So that was Kevin Wayne Johnson. And now we're going to bring on our final guest, Miss Torrie Q Jones. What's up, my girl? Oh,
Hey girl. Yeah, I was on mute. My bad. Hey girl, what's going on?
hey, girl. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's good to see you. Look, you were so busy in the chat. I was like, is she going to remember to log on?
You know what? I looked at the time and saw it was 7:37. Was like, oops, let me stop being nosy.
I almost texted you and was going to be like, are you coming in?
Hey girl. Hey. Hey y'all. How y'all doing?
Yes, our people are in the chat.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I can't wait to see everybody. I'm excited.
I know we're
I
gonna have a good
am.
time. We see we have a good group of people, and I see you were actually supporting some of the shows the past couple weeks as well. So you can see we have
Yeah.
a good group of people coming.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I do see that. I actually can't wait to meet Kevin. That was a dope conversation. So yeah, I can't wait.
Oh yes, absolutely. Now you have been having a lot going on as well. So now you have 3 books in the Reborn the Book series.
I do. Hopefully, I'll be dropping book three either early spring or summer. I'm in the midst of writing, I'll say about 65, 70% complete.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it. I might be calling you for your editing services. So yes. So yeah, I'm actually really, really excited. Book three. Book two is my favorite. Book three is becoming my more emotional favorite because I think this one is a little bit different than the other two, far as
Okay.
the way the story is going. So I'm really enjoying writing it. I am.
Okay. Well, now, I didn't realize. See, now, what was that? Last year, or the year before, was the
Yes.
first time I had a chance to participate, to read an excerpt from your book, and
Hmm.
that was when I found out that the book was kind of it's centered around teenagers.
Yes and no.
Okay,
From the
the part
part
that I
that you
read, I should
read, the
say, the
part
part
that
that
you
I read was
read
around. It's
is
centered
a is
around
a pa-
teenagers.
it's a
Yeah.
past it's a past part. Like the part that
Okay.
you read is a
Hmm.
past part, but we're dealing with adults. This is more of a, I would say, mid-adult. About, yeah, they're in their 20s. The
Okay, so
characters
they're
are in
young.
their
Well, they're not
20s.
teenagers.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm 52 years old. They're teenagers to me.
You know, it's so funny because I gotta keep remember I'm part of the old people crew too now, so I gotta stop it. I ain't that young either. I tell people that, don't let the young face fool you. I'm grown. So yeah.
You know what? You know, when you're in this generation, and you might be a certain age, but you
Mhm.
look a certain age. You know, you're down
Right.
here with the look a certain age. You're not up
Right.
here looking a certain age.
Right.
I like it.
Right.
I'm here for it.
So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited about book three. Um,
So,
so I
what books
can't
are
wait
you
to
bringing
share it.
to New Orleans?
I am bringing Sun and Luck, the first two, and then of course I'm gonna start taking pre-orders for all of the for book three as well.
Okay, pre-orders. So we need to get our fantasy fiction readers in the house for you.
Yes, we do. Yes, yes, we do. I really do agree with that. I'm really liking the fact that you're starting to see more of us in that realm, but
I agree.
it's been that's one of the reasons why I started writing. Like I didn't see too many characters and people that look like me. And yes, let's be honest. Yes, age is nothing but a state of mind. You are so correct. That's why I look so great. And I'm still, part of the age. So I get it. Yes, it is. It's a state of mind. But no, I do feel like we need to be more included and show that we're into stuff like that. It's okay. I love the fact that, Megan Thee Stallion has put it out there. She likes anime and video games. Like I'm really loving the embracing of seeing us being embraced in that world. So hopefully
And
my
I
book
love
could,
the fact
get
that
more out
she
there.
said that. Because I think people will look at somebody like Meg Thee Stallion and think that she's only into one thing. That she's into twerking, she's into rap, and that's all, and
Right.
makeup, and that's all she is. But the
Right.
fact that she put it out there that there are so many other layers to her, just
Do
like
you
there are
know?
so many other layers to all of us. I mean,
To
I
all of
that's
us. Oh my gosh. I get that
yeah.
all the time. When I tell you I get that all the time. When most people hear, my hobbies and things that I'm into, they're like, what? You like what?
Hmm.
Excuse me. And it's like, what makes you think I'm not?
Right.
So, like I said, I just can't wait to get my stories out there to more people. I still see, I told you this on my first interview with you 2 years ago. And I'm gonna
Yes.
say it to you in 2026. I still have not received a bad review.
And you won't.
So, with that being said,
You
you
see what
know,
Mark said, right?
that ain't got nothing to do with it. She probably putting him on. She's probably putting him on to anime and video games. Like, please, I promise you. I promise you, she was the one that was probably putting him on for stuff to watch. Okay, okay, yes,
Oh goodness. But no,
but
I now you said that you're in the process of writing book three, but what I love is that you're in the process of writing it, but you're still planning on taking pre-orders. You're in the process of promoting it as you're writing it. So
hmm
does that help you to stay motivated to write because you're in the process of promoting it? Or
yes,
or is that a part of your overall plan to continue to promote it so that way once you finish writing it, people are already excited about it? Or is it a little bit of both?
it's a little bit of both. So I learned from book one, and I actually learned this from you, was that I should have been promoting book one while I was writing it. So that's something that I did learn afterwards. that I didn't know, coming into the author realm. So
Mhm.
that's something that I decided to do, to where, yes, instead of sitting on just my work, let's commit to it. Let's start taking pre-orders. Let's start, putting the marketing and the branding out there for book three. Um, and then still motivate myself to make sure I'm out there doing what I'm supposed to do too. Girl, right.
Mhm.
Do what you're supposed to do. Get your story out there. Um, and then I'm also realizing the more that I write too, the more I'm actually developing a lot of content for book four and five already. So
Come on, okay.
yeah. Hmm.
See, now I remember when since you want to bring up first interviews and stuff, um, I had to tell you that you in here now. You were like, it's nice to be around other around authors or something. You said like that, and I had to say, honey, you are author too.
Yes, I think I said it twice, where I kept saying I don't consider myself a author or whatever, and you
Yeah,
made sure to correct me each time I said it. So I really appreciate how you have embraced me into this author world. So yeah. So this is my
absolutely.
third time with my third book, but I am part of a compilation book. So technically this will be my fourth published work. So yep, we on the number fours, and it's funny because I just turned 44. So we lit this year. So I love it. So yeah, I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited about my author journey for 2026.
Well, I'm excited for you, and I love the fact that you're just like Mark. Mark doesn't let grass grow under his feet. He'll release a book, and then 2 months later, he's already writing the next book. And
Yeah, Mark's a beast. Yeah, you can't even put me in his category. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah. Mark's a beast on that one because he definitely be cranking them. But I think for me, it's because this universe is still developing as big as it is. So I think that's why I'm able to make notes for future things.
mhm.
Um, Still haven't decided if it's going to be a seventh book or not, but we'll see. Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of times these books write themselves. You know that.
That's true. That's true. Now, let me ask you this because I love asking this of fantasy fiction authors. In
Hmm.
fantasy fiction, you are basically world building. You're
Hmm.
you're you're building a world. You're building characters. You're building sometimes building languages, but you're building a lot of things that we don't see every day. So how are you able to do that and keep that straight? Do you have like an entirely separate notebook just of this world that you're building?
Well, I would say for my specifically for this story, it's not as intricate as some fantasy universes, right? What makes it a little bit easier for my universe building is that it's in our current time, you can say. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about building on the world part, right? Um, you kind of know what the environment is, you kind of know that part. So really, I'm just developing the characters and the story part of it. So I think that makes my story a little bit easier because I don't have to develop the environment too much. I just have to
Mm-hmm.
describe the environment. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Um, so, and I also feel like I take a lot of truth that comes into the real world that applies to fantasy. So, like you guys was discussing before, the first author that you spoke with today, she
Michelle,
was
yes.
speaking. Michelle, she was speaking how she didn't want to make it make her story more of a biography. She wanted to be able to assist and talk to all women, not just with just the things that she's been through personally. She wanted to add more to it. And I really resonated with that because as much as I used to say when I was younger how my life was a movie, I would never want to do a biography. I've chosen that I don't want to continue the perpetual cycle of certain stories.
Right, right.
So I choose to write a fantasy story, but still put the things that I've been through
Exactly.
or the things that I've experienced um into the stories because I find it putting it giving people a better understanding of what you're trying to tell them in a message is better than trying to just tell whatever gangster story everybody try to make things seem like not all the time. The message, the good message about it, you trying to put it out, don't get translated the way you want to. So yes, I chose to write my stories in this way, and honestly I think they came out pretty dope. I really do. I'm not
I
trying to
do
tote
too.
tote my own horn, but I think they came out pretty dope. I did.
Yeah, I told you not. Now that for the culture book awards is just about over, I'm about to jump into all these books, and I'm gonna be a review writing fool. I
I
gotta
hope so. Please do. I need some more
yeah.
reviews on
Well, I
Goodreads.
gotta start with Mark because I had to read Preacher's Web, so I gotta write a
I
review for
remember.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I need to read Sun and Luck before Moon comes out.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do. You do.
Well, I
You have
gotta
to.
finish reading. I read part of Sun, so I gotta finish reading
Mm-hmm.
Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Mm-hmm.
gotta read Luck before Moon comes out because I like to read in order.
I understand. And
Yeah.
honestly, you would have to because the way Moon is picking up, it picks up right at the end of two. So yeah, you would have to read Luck before you read Moon. Mhm.
Yeah. See, yeah, y'all not about to get me. I'll be all confused. That I had a guy do that once. He decided he wanted to read all my books, but he read them out of order, and he was so confused. I mean, because you
That
don't
is too
have to
funny.
read my books in order, but there are
Okay.
certain things that take place that you would definitely understand had you read them in order.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I get what you're
they're not
saying.
like continuations per se,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Mm-hmm.
might
Mm-hmm.
I might do a callback to something that happened in a prior book.
That's funny that you said that. So I attempted to try to do that for these books, right? But I noticed that book three is an official continuation. Like I noticed you really don't have to read book one to
Mhm.
understand book two, but at the same time, you might miss little keynote things that happen that you may not totally get the full understand, get the full context of the
Right.
situation because you didn't read book one. But now that I'm writing book three, yeah, no, it's coming out to where you have to read both books before you even touch book
Yep.
three. Yeah, you do. You do. You do. But it's coming out good. When I tell you I'm really loving
You know,
this one.
isn't
I
it,
am.
isn't it cool when you can actually enjoy the process of writing the book? Some people
Yeah.
they're writing a book, but they're trying to hurry up and get through it so they can get finished with it and promote it and try to sell the book. But you are enjoying the process of
Hmm.
writing the book.
I
And
am.
I think that's the mark of a great story.
I am. And what's even funnier about this is I get an attitude. When you go back to read what you wrote, to make sure you're still on the same page, I get an
Mhm.
attitude a little bit because the story's done. And it's like, wait a minute, I got to finish writing. Like, shit, I got to finish writing. Because the story, and that part's over. And it's like, well, darn. Like, come on, it was getting good. So, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is the enjoying part. And then I'm gonna have to get with an editor and then she gonna chop up all my stuff and then yeah, we're gonna see how it comes out.
Well, if I'm your editor, I won't be too harsh.
No, that's okay. I'm actually looking forward. My last editor, I had a bad experience for the first editor. So I
Oh,
end up having to purchase services for a line editor. And she ended up assisting me. So I had her do my editing for book two. Now, I
okay.
don't think she did bad. I don't think she did bad at all. But the one 3-star review that I had for book one, he- his one of his reviews were he think if I had a better editor, it would have came out better to him. But then he compared it to The Matrix and Independence Day. So I'm
Oh,
like,
wow. Well,
dude,
that's
like I
pretty
was
good.
like, I was he his the exact line was, this book put me in a space with linear movies such as Independence Day and The Matrix. So off that line right there, I was like, "Look, bruh, I think that's a compliment. The fact that you saying it's only 3 stars, the
Yeah.
fact that you even,
Sometimes
that's
you can't
okay."
put too much credence to a 3 star. I had a 3 star review once, but then when I actually read the
Hmm.
review, I was
Hmm.
like, well, why did she give me 3 stars? Everything she said was good.
in my opinion, that's how I felt about his review. So that's why I specifically say that he's a 3-star. But I have to repeat his exact line because he definitely says this book puts me in a space with linear movies such as The
Mhm.
Matrix and Independence Day. So I thought that was dope as hell. So, you know,
That is dope. Keep doing your
yeah.
thing, girl. I love that.
Thank
And
you.
Mark said that you're making history, and you are. There are not
Oh,
very
wow.
many fantasy fiction authors who look like you. And the fact that you are creating stories and you're making space for not only readers who look like you, but characters who look like you. So now readers can actually read stories and identify with those characters. That's something huge. And I want you to continue to do that. So,
Thank you.
so for those of you who have not done it already, make sure you're following me on Substack, because all three of the authors that I interviewed tonight, you will see an article about them on my Substack. So just stay tuned for that. I would put the link in the chat. Wait, I might be able to put the link in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, yeah. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Right now um you can see articles about Mark, and you can see an article about Dr. George, who was on the show last year or last week. But go back, follow me on Substack, subscribe to Substack, and you're going to be seeing a wonderful article that I wrote on Torrie. She already read it and she loves it. Thank you, Torrie. And I have another article that I'll be posting on Kevin, as well as one on Michelle. So make sure that you are following me on Substack so you can see more about these wonderful authors who were on the show tonight, as well as some of the past authors who were on past shows. And make sure you join us next week, because we're going to have 2 more authors who are going to be featured during the Black History Month Literary Weekend. We are going to have a good time, and I want you all to be there. So in case you've been under a rock and you don't know what's happening February 19th through the 21st, on the 19th is when everybody flies in. We're going to have a meet and greet over at the Baroness on Barone Street. On the 20th, we're going to kick that day off with a writer's workshop right here. This is a free writer's workshop. We're going to have a special guest, author Sky Jackson, who is the featured author with One Book, One New Orleans, who is partnering with us. Every attendee who comes to this workshop will get a free copy of Sky Jackson's book. And you will also have a free class taught by me, as well as a free class taught by Brian W. Smith. You do not want to miss this. I mean, this is something we should be charging hundreds for, but this is going to be free. And then all of our featured authors, including Torrie, will break up, and we're going to have breakout sessions so you can ask the authors questions about their journey. You can get more ideas on how to write your own stories. That's what the breakout sessions are for. So this is going to be a lot of information, but you're going to leave with the tools to write, publish, and market your own book. So you do not want to miss this. Like I said, I've been having people who have been signing up for this workshop all day. So space is limited. So if you want to be a part of this workshop, make sure you reserve your spot. And this is free. So now if you do this, make sure you show up, because I know how y'all do with free stuff. Y'all sign up and then you don't show up. So make sure y'all coming. Now, after the workshop, we're going to Metairie, Louisiana, where we will do a book signing, a mass book signing with 13 of our authors at Barnes and Noble. This is from 4:30 to 6:30, one day only, 13 authors. You can meet all of our authors, and hopefully you'll get a book from all of them. But we want you to be there for that as well. It's going to be an amazing event. And this Barnes and Noble is huge. I'm talking 2 floors, huge. So yes.
Oh, wow.
So you definitely want to be here for that one as well. And then that night, we will have the Black History Month comedy night. The Greek comedy tour is coming to New Orleans. We're talking Nicole Blue, Rod Minger, hosted by Christopher Columbus and featuring Steve Brown. If you follow any of them on Instagram, you're going to know that these comedians are absolutely hilarious. And we have two ticket levels. We have general admission, and we also have a VIP option. Well, a VIP option means you're gonna have a meet and greet with the comedians. You're gonna have a welcome drink, and you're gonna have special seating in the front of the place. So you definitely want to get that VIP package. Now, the main event will take place on the 21st. That is our Ivory and Cream Affair Jazz Brunch. And Torrie and I, we like to step out for this event. You know, we like to put our cute little white dresses on.
Did you find one yet?
Girl, I ain't even started shopping yet. I'm gonna have it.
I
You look
thought
at me
I
like that every year, and I'm
no.
always
The bad part is because I thought I was bad. I'm sitting here like me, Eva, like Jesus. I got two dresses in the cart. I put it to you that way. I got two dresses in the cart.
okay.
Yeah.
I have ideas in my head. I
Oh,
have
come
ideas
on,
in my head.
Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Come on, come on. Somebody got to have a dress already. Like, come on, Michelle.
Michelle said she has her dress already.
No, she says she don't either.
We're gonna get it together. We will have a dress. Trust. So yes, the Ivory and Cream Affair Jazz Brunch guest speakers will be Councilman Eugene Green and Lisa Aubrey, who is also from Louisiana. She is a researcher who discovered Bimbia. And if you don't know what Bimbia is, look it up.
She's not even going to give us a little hint of what she's talking about. Okay. Because I
Bimbia
was
is one of
definitely
the
confused.
largest slave trade sites in the world, and she actually discovered it. Yes,
Get out of here. Okay.
yes. So
Okay.
she's going to tell you more about that, and she's actually putting together a pilgrimage to Kenya. So I know, me too, girl. So she's going to tell you more about that. So this is going to be just an amazing event. Oh, also, another special treat. I believe she was the 2024 Zulu Queen. Will also be a special guest at the Ivory and Cream Affair, and she wrote an amazing book on Opal Lee. If you don't know who Opal Lee is, look her up.
Mm-hmm.
Opal Lee is who's Opal Lee, Torrie?
No, go ahead. Don't make
Oh,
me look like an idiot. I just know the name.
she is actually the woman who advocated for Juneteenth to become a national holiday.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, and she is a
Mhm.
member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, look at y'all.
We all over. So make sure that you come to the Ivory and Cream Affair. There's going to be a lot going on. This is going to be an amazing event. So grab your crew, grab your book club. You definitely want to be in the house for this event. You are absolutely going to love it. And we will have 14 authors at the Ivory and Cream Affair Literary Jazz Brunch. So you want to be there for that. So that's all we have for tonight. It's been a good night, Torrie.
I had a blast. Thank you. I did. You got me back into doing this. I'm excited. I cannot wait. No, you cannot wear green, lady. What did she just say?
Michelle is acting up. Don't be acting up on our live. Oh,
Oh
okay. See,
man. But
this is
yes,
when
I'm
you know it's time
excited.
to go ahead and end the show when people start acting
Mhm.
up.
Yes, for real. But I'm excited. I can't wait. Thank you again for having me on the show. I can't wait to be on here again to talk about Moon when it drops. So
Yes.
everybody make sure y'all follow me at Reborn the Book Series. That's everywhere. IG, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff. And I believe on that thing that used to be called Twitter, it's Reborn the Book. So yeah.
She said the thing that used to be called Twitter. Oh, Yep. See,
Oh,
that's what I said.
thank
I'm trying
you.
to end the show.
Yeah, it
All
is. We
right,
getting
y'all.
silly now. I can't wait. I miss all y'all. I can't wait to see y'all.
Man, we
Y'all
can't
be
wait
all
to see
safe
you.
and warm with all this this weather on the East Coast. All my people's on the East Coast.
Right. And
So
I'll tell you, our thoughts and prayers go to the people of Minneapolis. God bless y'all.
amen. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely. All
Thank
right,
you.
y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless you. I will see you tomorrow on Black Authors Matter TV, and then I'll see you right back here next week for another episode of the Horizons Author Lounge. So you guys have a wonderful evening. God bless you, and good night.